Welcome back, children. So we were discussing punctuation. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 half of the worksheet, third worksheet half over. We will have a short revision of the different punctuation marks. Which were the punctuation marks we studied? Capital letters, full stop, question mark, comma, inverted comma and exclamation marks. These are the different punctuation marks. And in the last class we discussed capital letters, full stops, question mark and commas. The rest inverted comma and exclamation mark we will discuss now. So once again if we say capital letters, they are used to start a sentence. Start all proper nouns. First letter of every line of the poem to start, we use capital letters and the title of books. Then full stop, we used at the end of the sentence and also used after abbreviations. Then we studied commas. Commas are used to separate things in a sentence and also to show that there is a stop in the sentence. Till that we discussed. Now coming to inverted comma. Inverted commas are used to mark the exact words of the speaker. This is an inverted comma. Okay, so in inverted commas are used to mark the exact words of the speaker. For example, the teacher said, tomorrow is a holiday. Don't think that tomorrow is a holiday, okay? So, the teacher said, tomorrow is a holiday. So, tomorrow is a holiday is the exact word said by the teacher. So, to show that this words what the teacher said will be put in an inverted comma. Teacher said, there is a comma here. After the teacher said, there is a stop. The teacher said, tomorrow is a holiday. Sentence over, full stop will be there. Did you understand what is an inverted comma? To say the exact words of the speaker to you, to mark the exact words of the speaker, we use the inverted comma. Where the teacher is, sentence starts, we will start the inverted comma, and at the end of that sentence, we will end the inverted comma. Did you understand what is an inverted comma? It's used to mark the exact words of the speaker. Okay, so the teacher said, comma, tomorrow is a holiday. Tomorrow is a holiday should be put in inverted commas. I hope all of you understood this. Now it will be more clear to you when you do the exercises. Okay, and after the inverted comma, we have one more thing, that is exclamation mark. So I told you already what is an exclamatory sentence. A sentence which have a feeling in it. When we say something with a sudden feeling that we are having, that is called an exclamatory sentence, which have a surprise for you, which can have an emotion. Okay, for example, it's used after interjunctions. What are interjunctions? Short words like hush, hooray, alas. All these words are interjunctions, short words which have which we just, when you take this word alone, hush, there may be it may not have a meaning. But in a sentence when it comes, it will have a meaning. Okay, hooray. The word doesn't have any meaning, but it shows sudden expression of happiness. Wow, it's a surprise. So like that words, they are called interjunctions. So after the interjunctions, we usually put this exclamation marks. at the end of the sentence, full stop. The second one, hooray, we won the match. We don't say, when in exclamatory sentences, we don't say it very like, hooray, we won the match. We don't speak like that. When you say that sentence with expression only, we will say, hooray, we won the match. Hush, speak softly. The baby is sleeping. Hush, speak softly. So, these words when we say, we will have an expression in it. Third example, what a beautiful dress it is. We don't say, what a beautiful dress it is. No. With an expression only when we are telling, it's called exclamatory sentence. And we will put an exclamation mark after that. What a beautiful dress it is. Okay. So, after that, we will have exclamation mark. This is the exclamation mark. Okay. I hope all of you understood. Shall we do the exercise now? It will be more clear when we do the exercise. Okay. So, the first one can be this one. Exercise C of page number 3. Rewrite the sentence using exclamation or inverted comma. You have to use exclamation, inverted comma, whatever is necessary in these sentences. So, the first one, help a monster. Help a monster. You have to help a monster? No. The sentence, this is the importance of punctuation mark. See, we need not, if I just read the sentence, help a monster, it will look as if you have to go and help a monster. Isn't it? But actually it is help a monster. See the difference? So, if I put an exclamation mark here, it will change. Help a monster. That's the meaning. Somebody please come and help me. A monster is coming to attack me. That's the meaning. Okay. And last, you have to put the full stop also. It's not to go and help a monster. Somebody help me. That's the meaning. Help a monster. Okay. So, this is the power of punctuation marks. If you don't put it properly, you will read the sentence in a wrong way. Otherwise, you will think that you have to go and help the monster. Then second one, good morning children, said the teacher. Good morning children is the original words of the teacher. So, it should be put in inverted comma. And after that, there is a separation. After that sentence, there is a break. So, good morning children, said the teacher. And after teacher, we have to put the full stop also. Did you understand? Then, third one, what a lovely day. It's not what a lovely day. No, what a lovely day. So, it should be ending with a yes, exclamation mark. You have to put an exclamation mark after the sentence. What a lovely day. Then fourth one, is this the way to railway station? The man asked. How will you write that? It's the original word of that man is told. Is this the way to railway station? So, what you have to do is, this should be put in railway station. It should be put in inverted commas and there is a stop there. So, comma, the man asked and a full stop also. Is this the way to railway station? The man asked. Clear? Then fifth one, hooray, we won the match. Hooray, hooray. So, there should be an exclamation mark there. Sorry, exclamation. Hooray, we won the match. After that, full stop also. Understood? Understood how to use. So, whenever you are writing a sentence, keep all these things in mind. Now, whether you are studying English, EVS, whatever subject, no problem. Wherever you write, when a sentence you write, you have to think of all these punctuation marks. Okay. Then this exercise is over. Then we have exercise D. Rewrite the sentences using correct punctuation marks. That is page number 4. Please take page number 4. The first one, Sun is surrounded by, it's 8 planets, okay, not 9 planets. 8 planets, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune it is. Not and Pluto. You can cut that if it is wrong there. Please cut it. Otherwise, write it. If it's written wrongly, please cut Pluto. Pluto is not a planet anymore. Mercury is the smallest and Jupiter is the largest. So, in this sentence, Sun is surrounded by 8 planets. Where all, which think of all the punctuations that you studied now, till now, and apply it. So, the first one, S. Sun, S should be capital. S should be capital. Then, is surrounded by 8 planets. The sentence over. So, you have to put the full stop there. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The names of planets. The names of planets should start with capital letters. And after each planet's name, you have to put a comma also. So, here capital M, comma, Venus capital V, Earth capital E, comma, Mars capital M, Jupiter J, Saturn S, Uranus, U should be capital, and Neptune. Again there is no need of comma, and Neptune. Then the sentence is over. So put a full stop. Then again, Mercury is the smallest and Jupiter, J capital, Jupiter is the largest. Got it? So, Sun is surrounded by 8 planets, full stop. They are, here the next sentence it should start with capital letter. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, full stop. All the planets' names should have capital letters and commas after each planet's name, and the last after Uranus there is no need of comma again because and is there. So, when and is coming there is no need of putting comma again. Mercury is the smallest and Jupiter is the largest. M can be capital, J is capital and largest, after that full stop. I hope it's clear to you. Okay, so shall we do the next one, second one? In that, what is it? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, dream is not which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. So, doctor, the abbreviation of doctor is given DR. So, after DR, full stop. Then, APJ, A should be capital, full stop, P, J, APJ. Then Abdul Kalam. What about Abdul Kalam? A should be again capital. APJ Abdul Kalam said. Said. After said, there should be a stop, comma. What did he say? Whatever he said should be put in inverted comma. That is still here he is telling. APJ Abdul Kalam's on words is told. So, it should be put in inverted commas. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. First sentence. Okay, full stop. Then, when you start the next sentence, it's something that does not let you sleep. And after that, again, full stop should be there. Got it? Doctor, D capital. Doctor, APJ Abdul Kalam. A full stop, P full stop, J Abdul Kalam said, comma, dream is not that which you see while sleeping, full stop. That's the first sentence. It is something that does not let you sleep. Since this is the original words of the speaker, it should be put in inverted commas. Clear? Clear to you? Yes. So, we will move to the third question. That is, oh, her new dress is beautiful. It's gifted by her Aunt Rudy. It's expensive, decorated with shining beads and pearls. Said Rim. Got it? So, you have to use the proper punctuation marks. Oh, of course, O capital, and after that, exclamation mark. Okay, oh, her new dress is beautiful. Beautiful, that is one sentence over. So, we have to put a full stop there. It is gifted by her Aunt Rudy. See, I should be capital. Beginning after full stop, beginning of the sentence. It is gifted by her Aunt Rudy. R should be capital and there should be a full stop too. And Rudy, full stop. It's expensive. It's expensive. I should be capital. Expensive. There is no need of stop, full stop. You can continue the sentence. It's expensive, decorated with shining beads and pearls. So, it's expensive. You can put a comma to separate, to show that there is a stop. It's expensive, decorated with shining beads and pearls. Full stop. Sorry, not full stop. Said Rim. So, here it should be again comma. That's over. It's expensive, decorated with shining beads and pearls. Said Rim. Rim is the name of a person. So, again capital R and the dot should be there. Full stop. Got it? Oh, her new dress is beautiful. Full stop. It's gifted by her Aunt Rudy. The sentence is over. Full stop. Capital R. Rudy is the name of a person. So, capital R. It is expensive. I is capital letter, comma, decorated with shining beads and pearls, comma, set Rim. Sentence is not yet over. There is a stop here also. Set Rim and the full stop. I hope all of you got that also. Then, in page number 5, you have a check your brain, test yourself. That you have to do yourself. The different punctuation marks are given. Which all punctuation mark it is, please identify and match it yourself. Okay. Then after that, you have one more picture exercise. Now color the picture and punctuate the following sentence. You can see the picture, a picture of children celebrating birthday. Did you see? You can color it beautifully. Okay. Give your own color, whatever you like, you give the color. But see that use only crayons. Don't use sketch pens and all. It will spoil your worksheet. So, use only the crayons. Then next, you have one more to punctuate. One paragraph, few sentences are given about that picture. See, my sister and I went to Susan's birthday party on Saturday. Everyone had a good time. Susan had 8 candles on her cake and everyone sang the birthday song when she blew them out. We had cake, ice cream, burger and juice. Did you like the blackberry cake? Susan asked. Jack replied, wow, it's very tasty. So that's the sentence. That's the paragraph. So just see how it is written. My, first letter capital, sister and I capital. Whenever you write I for me, It should be capital. Went to Susan. Susan S capital. Birthday party on Saturday. S capital. Name of a week. Then full stop. Everyone had a good time. Again full stop there. There should be a full stop here. Then Susan had 8 candles on her cake. It's not over. And everyone. So the sentence is not over there. Susan had 8 candles on her cake and everyone sang the birthday song. There can be a stop there, comma, when she blew them out. When she blew them out. Full stop, capital W, we had cake, comma, ice cream, comma, burger and juice, full stop. Now there is a conversation coming. Susan is asking something. So it's the original words of the word of Susan. So you have to put it in inverted comma. Did you like the blackberry cake? Susan is asking. So it's a question. Put question mark and close the inverted comma. Susan asked. Full stop. Jack replied, comma, wow, it's very tasty. That is, wow, it should start with inverted comma, wow, it's very tasty. End the inverted comma and full stop. Got it? Please take the worksheets and write these. I'll send the notes, that notes will be attached. Okay. I hope all of you understood the punctuation marks. Please study it. Thank you.